What's up, everybody? It's John with John Sports Odds and Collectibles coming at you with a brand new video. How's everyone doing out there today in the YouTube universe? I want to talk about something kind of different today. This is an opinion piece video. These are my opinions. This isn't all fact, just my opinions here. And today I'm going to talk about everyone getting all up in arms and freaking out about SGC and they're dead and all this stuff like that. All right, we're looking at some numbers in front of us from October the 16th, which is today. Items that were graded today by the four top grading companies. You see PSA here with 81,000 pieces, units graded down 1%. CGC, 20,000 plus units graded, down 21%. Beckett, surprisingly enough, up 55% with 5.9. So 5,900 plus. And there's SGC, fourth at 2,200. They're up 28%. So I know that everyone's all, freaking out about SGC and the merger, the purchase and the merger. And you can see the videos here. And, like there's Sports Card Dad talking about it. And, people love the doom and gloom. They love the negativity. They don't want to look at reality sometimes. They just want to, they're done. We actually don't want them to go away if you really think about it. And if PSA is smart, they don't dissolve this company. They do kind of what they're doing, which is taking some of their staff and training them, from what I'm reading, to PSA's methods. And everyone calls it a purge and all this stuff like that. I think that people need to step back and just wait to see what happens here before making, any sort of assumptions here. And like this one here talks about sell SGC cards, the graded cards, they're still going to hold value because it isn't some weird ass brand, or GMA, is that one of them? Or one of those ones that are way gone, that didn't have any kind of clout to begin with. And so I think if SGC does go away at some point, I still think that those graded cards are going to hold value. I just submitted a bunch of cards. I think it was 13, 14 cards to SGC. I plan on sending more to them because for me, as long as the grades don't come back horrific on this first batch that I'm sending in, I plan on going to them again because I'm looking at it from a financial standpoint and a turnaround time standpoint. Right now, they're only charging, I think, $15 per card, which is, at this day and age, very low. And the turnaround time is supposed to be like 15, 20 business days. And like my order just got checked in a couple days ago, and it should be done. I'm thinking of next week. It would be my guess based on if their time frame sticks to what they say, and that's extremely important right now. When you look at like PSA, for example, who I'm not a fan of. Everybody knows that watches this channel. I've had a lot of bad experiences with PSA and a handful of okay experiences with them. But I mean, the cost is like almost double, right? I don't have the prices in front of me to show everybody, but you guys can go look. And the turnaround times, I think as of a couple of weeks ago, it was almost 70 days, working days, folks. That's Monday through Friday, not the weekends. And then the holidays don't count as a working day, obviously, because they're closed. So I looked at that. I'm like, I don't like PSA, and I know that their value is supposedly the highest as far as the resale value of things. But I just decided, screw that. I'm not going to sit here and wait 4 months basically, or almost 3.5 months to get cards back. I'm going to go with SGC and see how things go. I've worked with SGC before. Sent them one or two orders in, I think, in the past. They're vintage cards. They were tough on the grades, but at least I knew that I was getting a realistic look at the cards. We'll see how this first batch comes back. It's a mixture of modern and vintage stuff, and a few different cards than what I put in a preview video that decided to send in and pulled other ones. So we'll see. I think that everybody needs to calm down, step back, and just see what happens here. Now, if I'm PSA, I don't think it's a wise move to dissolve SGC and get them out of here. I think that people that grade their vintage cards that really like SGC and are sticking with them regardless of the president, like, left back in the summer. I think that there are people out there who really, really like the look of those holders, the slabs, the tuxedo slabs. I think people really, really like those. And you're going to get that core group of people that are going to stand with this company and still submit to them. And yes, it might be a lower amount because you see here, and there's, a boutique agency, a grading card company, not agency, grading card company. And the word boutique is not negative either. I in my years of being a business owner, I dealt with boutique agencies in the entertainment industry, and I had a better experience working with them than working with the giants like the William Morrises, the creative artist agencies, Paradigm. A lot of these companies, in the entertainment industry have switched and they've merged with each other. But I'm just saying, like, I had a better time working with smaller agencies, boutique agencies. So this word boutique, everyone's so like up in arms about it. And again, when I saw that, I didn't see that in a negative way, like a lot of people do. But I do think that a lot of the like YouTubers, for example, tend to, they want to stir up stuff so people will watch. And I think we need to step back and like just let the dust settle and let's see what happens here. I'm surprised at this number here of Beckett being this high. If any company was going to go away, I would think that based on the past years of what I've seen with Beckett, I thought that they would have been a company that just would have gone belly up at some point, but they're sticking around too. And the CGC situation here, they're not their alternative for me if I decide to go with somebody else or if SGC goes away. But let's just see what happens. I think that the problem is here, though, that like you get the sports car community on YouTube. You get them making these videos, and then it just riles everybody up, and everybody thinks, oh yeah, it's over, it's done. It's like, I don't think you want to have this company go away. Honestly, I think everybody should want to have an alternative out there to use, especially with the cost. Like this Junk Wax here, I like his channel, but this, he's saying this is from 2 months ago. Again, Doom. I know that people may disagree with what I'm saying here, but I just think that like everybody needs to chill out, calm down. I don't work for SGC. I don't have a stake with them, but I just, when I see all these, negative, videos being made on like some article that just, that came out, and they're just, jumping to conclusions without really knowing behind the scenes per se, of what may be going on. Now, I know that it's a fact that like PSA took a bunch of the graders, and this is, was, I guess, verified in some articles, to train them, to be able to grade PSA's way that they do, the way they do things over there. Which, I mean, that makes sense. They bought the company, but it doesn't mean that they're going to get rid of SGC. And again, I don't think it would be smart for them to do that. I think that there might be a backlash in the industry from customers if they were to just get rid of them. Again, it's because I think that a lot of people who get their vintage cards graded with SGC will stand by that. Will stand by them, that company, regardless of the president's gone or not. So I just wanted to talk about this today, and that's pretty much it. We'll see what happens here moving forward. I mean, I plan on, as long as my first order comes back, in a positive way, I plan on sending them a second order. And that's where we'll leave it. I will end this video on something that I made a video for the other day, and starting to get some traction here. I didn't want to put this content creator's name in the title, but I figured I should. And it's a video that I made about Jab's family. I was a little harsh in the video, definitely harsh. The beginning focuses on this. It's 5 years old. This live stream video that I discussed here, but it's something that people have talked about for a while, and when something having to do with his family dog, and it's a very very cruel rhetoric and language that's used in this live stream about his family pet back then, and I made this video, but basically my point is, and there's other stuff, there's another topic in the video with him, but what I found kind of like, I guess, disappointing is that some people, and these comments didn't see the light of day because I didn't want to allow them up, but some people defended him and were like, and then attacked me because I was pointing out something that a lot of people point out but no one's really talked about, was this rhetoric, this inhumane, cruel rhetoric that he used during a live stream towards his family pet, at the time, his dog. And it just comes off as extremely cruel and insensitive, and I don't know how anybody that has a heart could defend this individual with the things that he said. And it just was kind of disappointing to see just a couple comments, and then people thumbed the video down too, and and I'm just thinking, are they that heartless that they can't say, you know what, I don't like John or his channel, but I understand what he's saying here. What that man was saying during a live stream was extremely cruel and, just fucking mean. I mean, you guys can watch the video and listen to what I have to say there, and you guys can go check that live stream out. I think it's still up, but I think if he's smart, he probably takes it down. It does not shed a good light on him as a person. And so that's all I've got for you guys today. I just want to throw this in at the end and talk about that. And that is all I have for you guys today. Remember, if you're new here and you like what you see and hear here, please hit the subscribe button. Please give this video a thumbs up. Please share this video with everybody out there in the car community. Please comment down below. And remember, the eBay store link is down below in the description. And that is all I have for you guys today. Until next time, folks, this is John with John Sports as a Collectible signing off, and I'll see everybody very, very soon. Take care.